Okay, I just wanted to document this workflow that I'm working on to try to come up with a good way to use Zotero to write research papers. I'm adapting what Cal Newport wrote about in his research on his Study Hacks blog about his research wiki strategy that he has for writing, and I'm adapting some of that for Zotero. So basically, Zotero is a free add-on for Firefox, by the way. Um, so Cal Newport recommended that you divide your wiki into three areas: primary sources, ideas, and outline. And I think that's a pretty good idea. For primary sources, this is what I'm doing. I create a folder for each source that I'm using. So Martin is one source I'm using, Lopez is another source. So when I read the article, then I go through and make notes of the important points that are covered in that article. One of the points that are covered is a basic summary of critical realist epistemology. So I create a subfolder for basic summary of critical realist epistemology, and then I created a standalone note like that. Just click that, and then I have that article copied and pasted in OneNote. So I just copied and pasted from OneNote into the standalone note, and this is what I got. Pretty nice little, well formatted. Still has all the highlights and everything from OneNote, so that's kind of nice. And then I tag or I relate that to this article. And to relate something, all you have to do is click on Related, Add, and then go to wherever you have your sources saved and connect it with that. So I create a standalone note. Then you can create a parent item for that selected item, and it'll use the same title as whatever your note was. So that saves you some trouble. But the advantage of having a parent item is that you can add other things as well. So you can have the original text, and then you can have another note that's summarizing some of the thoughts, restating in your own words or whatever. Okay, and then for my other source, I had Lopez after postmodernism, and that was a PDF. So what I did for the PDF was I did a screenshot of the PDF, and then I saved it into this file folder, this working file folder, captures, and then you just label it whatever, and then you just drag and drop your capture of the screen into this folder, and it'll appear just like that. Then again, you can relate it to whatever source you're working with, or you can create a parent item. That's what I did with this, is create a parent item, and you can view it by, so I clicked View File, and it makes me do a reload here for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah, just double click on that, and you get to, and then refresh the page, and you've got your clip. And then you can make add more notes, add a child note or whatever, and make some notes on that. And you can either relate it to a file like this, like you can double click on that and it takes you to the After Postmodernism book, or you can tag, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, at least for most of the notes, is because it's pretty easy to just select all your notes in this category and then just drag and drop them into a tag like Lopez postmodernism. That way it tags all of them with that source, so you don't have to go to individual relating items there. So anyway, yeah, for each source, I just create file folders for the different ideas, and then then this next step is to take those ideas and you consolidate the ideas from different sources. So I've got Lopez and Martin. They both talk about a basic summary of critical realism. So I can just take those elements, pull it into a folder under ideas for basic summary. And it has the same exact notes from the, so it's like if I have this deal here, I add notes or change notes or whatever, well, it's going to appear here as well. It's the exact same note. Any change you make in one place, it's a synchronized thing all the way across the board. So that's really handy. So anyway, you can just consolidate ideas, rearrange them, create hierarchy, tag even, whatever you need to do to work with these ideas. And then for the outline part, you just organize those ideas basically into an outline, and yeah, and that's basically it. I'm sure I've radically oversimplified Cal Newport's strategy here, but check out his blog, Study Hacks, if you want to know more about that, and check out more how-tos on Zotero if you're not familiar with that.